It's often said that tragedy plus time equals comedy, but right now it feels more like apocalypse plus 4 years in office equals forgetting how to do laughing. Ha! Ha! Is it in the eyes? On November 9th, America woke up to a president-elect who is a rapey celebrity capitalist with no political experience. Congratulations! 11/9 is our new 9/11, except this time it was an inside job. From here on out, things can't go back to being normal, maybe ever. Life plans have to change. I was looking forward to finally getting into Game of Thrones, but who has time for the Lannisters when you've got the Trumps? If I want to watch rich, blonde, incestual sexual predators on TV, I can just turn on C-SPAN. However it happened, low voter turnout, the liberal elite coastal bubble that disregards rural white voters, voter suppression of people of color, and the freak of democracy known as the Electoral College, there is one thing that's clear. Our leaders have failed us. Politicians, pundits, pollsters, everyone dropped the ball. Nate Silver should stick to sports. And CNN, Fox, MSNBC, and any news outlet that didn't do their job informing the public about the real issues and real dangers, welcome to your own personal hellscape. Thanks to you, we have to keep listening to a man-baby scream whispers coming from the Oval Office. It makes me so angry. I just wanna...
I'm so proud of our incredible team at the DNC.
I'm here to give you an update on the FBI's investigation.
She still has a 90% chance of winning.
I don't think he was advocating sexual assault on that bus.
Oh, that felt so good. I don't advocate violence. Listen, Trump is wrong about America, but even a broken megalomaniac is right twice a day. We have the highest levels of inequality since the Great Depression. We have the most ineffective Congress in the history of Congresses. This election is a referendum on politics as usual that don't represent most Americans. It's a referendum on an economy that leaves most Americans out. Labor unions have been saying it for decades, as have social movements like Occupy Wall Street, which played a huge role in the rise of Bernie Sanders. But somehow, an orange, fear-mongering troll king took that message, racialized it, and pointed his tiny finger at Muslims, blacks, and immigrants, and everyone let him get away with it. Some say Clinton was a lackluster candidate, but just because someone has the personality of a ringtone doesn't mean they lose an election. They lose because they didn't offer voters what they needed. Desperate times calls for a vision, not just Clooney money. So when Clinton or Obama or President Evil call for unity and healing, they can shove it up their ass. You don't deserve us. This plane is going down in flames and the captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Let go of the controls, you invertebrate. It's time to mobilize. If we're not willing to get involved in our democracy, then we don't deserve it. Remember, Trump did not win the popular vote. Let me repeat that. Trump didn't win the popular vote. We've got to rethink the Electoral College, which is a system that gave Wisconsin to Trump even though he won by a mere 27,000 votes. And yet 300,000 voters there were ineligible to even cast a ballot because of new voter ID laws. We've got to open up the political process to third parties. Maine just adopted ranked choice voting. And we've got to demand proportional representation like so many other democracies around the world. It's time for our Tea Party. It'll be called the Horchata Armada, and it'll be great. If you don't think it's possible, know that more people today support ideas like free college tuition, acting on climate change, expanding Medicare, protecting same-sex marriage, and the right to choose more than ever before. We won't let this mistake of a president turn the clock back on progress. And know that now we have more women of color in the Senate than ever before. All 4 minimum wage state props did pass. More states can smoke legal weed, and this baby tiger is friends with a dog. And if that doesn't work, remember, we are all just atoms, clinging to a rock, circling a star, hurtling through an infinite universe of unexplored galaxies and stars circled by other rocks. And somewhere on a parallel rock, Bernie Sanders just won the election, and Donald Trump was hugged as a child. So maybe it's not a time to laugh, but you better bet your ass we will have the last. See you at inauguration.